Today, we're going to talk about some of the most effective types of marketing you can do that are also low budget, but I bet you don't even think of these things as marketing. My name is Brian Walker. I'm the founder of Shop Marketing Pros, where we do top tier marketing for top tier shops, and I used to be a shop owner just like you. I know how challenging it can be to fill your base. There's nothing I love more than seeing shop owners take the information we create, put it into use, and have massive success. So let's get into some marketing that you didn't even think was marketing. It's been 2 years ago now when we made the trip to Ogden, Utah to teach at the MARS conference. MARS stands for Marketing for Auto Repair Shops. It was a great conference that was put on by the Institute for Automotive Business Excellence. At the conference, they had speakers who brought some truly great information that when implemented, it'll make big impacts on the shops who were represented there. On the final day of the conference, we had a Q&A session with all of the speakers as a panel. There were lots of great questions from the audience, but one of the questions stood out to me as a question that I think a lot of shop owners have. I want to dig into that one in this video. The question was, as an auto repair shop that hasn't been doing any marketing, where do I start? It was interesting because when he asked that question, everyone started jumping in with their favorite marketing tactics. And the thing is, none of them were wrong, but were they right? When the mic came to me, I answered by saying, to answer that question, I'd need to know more about your shop. I went on to explain that I'd need to understand where the shop was in its current state of business. For example, is the shop in need of more cars right now? If so, are techs standing around with nothing to do, or do they just need a few more cars each week? Or is the shop doing well right now, but you want to start marketing to keep from slowing down during the holidays? I talked about how a shop that needs cars now would probably benefit more from a tactic like pay-per-click because we can see immediate results from that, whereas a shop that's doing well that wants to make sure they don't slow down in the future may want to employ more brand building techniques. Then I passed the mic and some other thoughts were shared by the panelists. As the other panelists answered, I sat there thinking about it, and even more, I realized there was something else I needed to say. So I asked for the mic, and the rest of this video is an expanded version of what I had to say. Sometimes marketing isn't what we think about when we think of marketing. When we think of marketing, we generally think of things like our website, SEO, Google Ads, email marketing, direct mail, billboards, radio commercials, television commercials, and the list goes on. But there are other ways of marketing, and the best part is these other ways of marketing, they often cost way less than the more traditional means I mentioned above. Face-to-face marketing can be one of the most effective types of marketing you can do. It will usually cost you less in dollars, but more in time. For a shop that needs work now, you probably have more time than money anyway, so this is a good thing. Examples of face-to-face marketing include B&I groups, chambers of commerce, and even hosting events at your shop. I was introduced to the concept of B&I pretty early in my days of owning shops. B&I stands for Business Network International, and there are B&I groups in every major city and even smaller cities throughout the US and many places throughout the world. A B&I group is a group of business people who meet weekly to refer business to one another, but only one business of each type is allowed in the group. So during the meeting, each person will have an opportunity to stand and introduce themselves and tell the others who would be a good referral for them that week. At the end of each meeting, referrals are passed and testimonials are given, but the magic of B&I, it doesn't happen at the meetings. B&I members meet with each other outside of the meetings to have what they call one-to-ones. The one-to-one is a meeting where you get to know your fellow B&I member, and I often talk about the power of know, like, trust marketing. The one-to-one is where the members get to know, like, and trust each other. B&I was so successful for my shop that my wife and I both joined individual chapters of our own. B&I is a hefty time investment, but it paid for itself many times over. Throughout our time in B&I, as we would visit other B&I groups, the auto repair shop in that group was always receiving referrals. The proof is in the results. Auto repair shops do well as members of B&I chapters. Your local Chamber of Commerce is another great place to get business. The thing is, you've probably heard people talk about how they never got anything out of the chamber. And my wife says it best when she says a chamber membership is like a gym membership. It only works if you show up. The Chamber of Commerce membership is going to require an investment of your time. Most chambers have at least 3 events per month. You need to actually go to those events. Better yet, host some of those events at your shop. I'll be talking more about hosting events in just a minute. But in addition to the chamber events, the Chamber of Commerce is also going to have a board of directors and various committees. Volunteer to serve on the board or on one of the committees. Your membership and the time you spend going to the events, serving on the board and committees, it'll give you the opportunity to meet other local business people who love to refer to other businesses, by the way, and them the opportunity to meet you. Hosting events at your shop is another powerful way of marketing face-to-face. Never underestimate the power of getting people into your shop for other reasons than having their car serviced. The caveat is you need to have a clean, organized shop. Notice I didn't say it has to be a new, impressive, state-of-the-art facility. People understand an auto repair shop for what it is, a place to fix cars. You don't need beautiful glass garage doors and epoxy floors and shiny equipment to make an impression. Even an older building that's clean and organized shows people that you take pride in your work. Some examples of events to host at your shop include the Chamber of Commerce Business After Hours. These networking events are a place for local business people to come together and get to know each other. Member businesses have the opportunity to host these events. The hosts are usually expected to provide food and refreshments. So a pro tip, join forces with another business in the chamber and co-host the event. A member like a catering company is often a great partner because they may not have a location to host the event, but they have food. That can be a win-win. Car care clinics are another event where you'll invite a group of people into your shop to learn how to take care of their cars. These can be groups like local women's groups, teens, even kids groups. Oftentimes in early grades, such as first grade, part of their curriculum is to teach kids about community helpers. Well, mechanics are community helpers. Whoever the group, you'll teach them things like how to check their oil, check their tire pressure, and fill their windshield washer fluid. You can also teach people how to change a flat tire. And of course, you'll want to tailor the information to the audience. But invite people in and have their car put up on a lift and do a vehicle inspection with them. For most of them, it'll be the first time they've ever been able to see under their vehicle. Make sure to get your staff involved so people can get to know, like, and trust them as well. The Boy Scouts and Girl Scouts of America are great organizations that serve our youth. Both of these groups award merit badges for various things the Scouts learn about or do. One of these is a car care badge. Find a local Scout leader and invite their troop into your shop one evening and help these kids earn their car care badge as you host a merit badge clinic. Invite the parents to come along. This will give the parents the opportunity to come inside of your shop, meet your staff, and see you interact with their kids. The next thing you know, they're bringing their car to you and recommending their friends. For all of the face-to-face marketing I've mentioned, you'll want to invest some time learning how to network. There's really an art to it. If you're going to invest your time doing this, get the most out of it. Become a master networker. Kim wrote an article on networking that I highly recommend reading. The link is in the video description. Before I continue, you know the drill. If you're getting value from this video, give the video a thumbs up and smash that subscribe button. Let's talk about other marketing you may not think of as marketing. Some other things you should think of when it comes to marketing are things like appearance. I'm talking about the appearance of your people, your waiting area, and the exterior of your shop. Appearance matters. In the early days of my shop, I was the mechanic, service advisor, parts person, and janitor. When you came into my absolute dump of a shop, you were met by a guy wearing a dirty blue t-shirt, shorts, and work boots, me. As we grew and moved into a new location, the appearance of our staff and facility greatly changed. Our service advisors wore white button-down dress shirts and slacks. Our technicians wore branded uniforms. Our shop was welcoming on the outside and clean and comfortable on the inside. When moms came in with their kids, they didn't hesitate to let kids play on the floor of our waiting area. When this changed, so did the quality of our clients. We now started getting people who actually wanted to take care of their cars, and they wanted it done by the best. The price shoppers were turned away by the appearance of our business. Ratchet and Wrench recently had an article about a shop that did a pretty extreme makeover. The shop was a tan metal building that got lost in the sea of industrial type buildings in their area. People were constantly telling them, "I've driven by here for years and I've never noticed this place." They got tired of hearing this and they decided to do something about it. So they did a complete makeover of the interior and exterior of the shop with this bold black, lime green, and wood color scheme. It's pretty amazing. I'm gonna put the link to that article in the video description as well. Go the extra mile. Those things you do that make an unexpected impression on your clients, yeah, that's marketing too. Do you wash your customers' cars? If not, you really should. Think about it. Your client comes in for a $60K service. They drop $800, and when they leave, the car feels no different than when they dropped it off. But if you wash and vacuum it, they're blown away when you pull it around for them. And by the way, pull it around. Yeah, that too. When your client picks up their car, go get the car from the parking lot and pull it up to the door. Hold the door open for them, and as they get into their car, thank them. It's the little things that makes a big impression. Actually serve them. While they're waiting, don't point out the coffee machine. Make their coffee for them. Ask them how they like it. After you hand them their coffee, go make notes in your shop management software about how they preferred their coffee. So the next time they come in, you can say, you like your coffee with the 2 sugars and the caramel creamer, right? And they will be so impressed that you remembered. Marketing isn't always what you think. Sometimes you need to get out of the box a bit when you think about marketing your auto repair shop. There are often things you can do that are inexpensive and will set you apart from your competitors so much. This video only touches on the topic. Spend some time thinking about what else you can be doing that doesn't fit the typical mold of marketing. You and your shop will be better for it. Remember guys, if you need help with your auto repair shop's marketing, that's what we do at Shop Marketing Pros. Also, we have a Facebook group for auto repair shop owners who want to discuss all things marketing. It's called the Auto Repair Marketing Mastermind. There's a link in the description, and we'd love to see you there.